Alright guys, this week's gonna be a short video because the battery in our camera was dead and we had a whole day planned. First of all, we got lost in IKEA. That was a mess. We were stuck in IKEA for about half an hour, and then we were gonna go to Best Buy, get some DVDs and all this stuff, but we couldn't film it because as soon as we got there, the battery in our camera died. So this is about 5 hours ago, and we just got done seeing Zombieland about an hour ago, and we went back to John's house, grabbed the camera, and we're just going to shoot a quick review of Zombieland. First of all, I thought Zombieland was good. I liked it. It was really funny. There's not much to say about it. It's like a zombie romp. Kind of like Shaun of the Dead. Shaun of the Dead was better, but I thought this was really funny. I mean, that's basically what it had going for it. The story was so-so, the ending lagged, but I mean, there's a cameo in it that is hilarious. I don't want to ruin it, but I felt that whoever the director was, I haven't heard of him, but I mean, he really knows the horror fans, because the cameo was amazing. Anybody that's seen it, I mean, this cameo, I don't want to ruin it, was absolutely hilarious. And it stars Jesse Eisenberg, I think his name is, the guy from Adventureland. He's basically like a knockoff Michael Cera.
I like him better. I would admit I never seen Superbad.
Oh my god,
but
Superbad's good.
But I like him better than Michael Cera. How many out of a zombie film genre, not out of the film genre? How many stars out of 10 in the zombie
film? 10 being the original Dawn.
Yeah, 10 being the original
Dawn.
Well, it doesn't have to be the original Dawn.
1 being like fucking Jennifer's Body.
Yeah, no one's gonna compare to the original Dawn, but I mean,
yeah.
like it just zombie films.
For me, the story just was something to move the comedy along. I thought it was hilarious. I would say seriously, I want to say 6, but I gave Pandorum a 6. And I like this.
Yeah, but that's on like the film. Well, I did Pandorum.
Zombie film.
Yeah,
zombie film.
I did Pandorum on like the new wave sci-fi film, so that's why I gave that 9.5. Yeah. That's like the first really good one I've seen in a while. But zombie.
In zombie film genre, Shaun of the Dead, I would say, is at least a solid 8. So I'm going to give this a 6, just because it was really, really funny. As a zombie film, though, that's the only thing I had a problem with. Because, the kills were inventive. That's the only thing, but there was, like, funny kills. It really didn't make a lot of sense with, like, it reminded me of, it's a comedy, it's a spoof to Diary of the Dead. That's basically, it starts out the same as Diary of the Dead.
When they go to that guy's house where no one has ruined the cameo, that's like when they went to the guy Mummy's house.
It's actually, if you took, like, Judd Apatow and made him said, alright, I want you to remake Diary of the Dead, but make a comedy. That's what it is. It's not as funny as Judd Apatow. It's not as gross out and, crude. But, it's funny. It's everything you want, but, was after the cameo, they were in California. And then it just became like a love story that was completely, like, oddball.
Yeah. Zombieland. It was a good movie, but here's the thing, like in the middle, like I was like, this movie's crazily great film. Yeah. And then
it was pretty original.
Yeah, by the end I was just like, this has got goofier and goofier, and it kind of reminded me of like the guy who is the main actor in this film is the main character, that dude from what's his name?
Jesse Eisenberg.
Yeah, the one from Adventureland. This is the guy who wrote this script. This is the guy who wrote this script. That was his life, like without the zombie invasion. The credit sequence was cool. The only problem I had with the credit sequence was the thing that didn't fit with it was that the credit sequence it didn't have any. It should have had audio. Like it just had the music playing. Yeah. It kind of ruined it. It kind of it reminded me of like something that somebody would make on like Windows Movie.
It was in the stylized slow motion.
It was like they took another zombie film and they took audio out, and then they just added like for whom the bell tolls it.
Like none of this would have worked for a serious zombie movie.
The comedy was on until the end. Like the comedy was hilarious, and then by the end they roared out, in my opinion.
But I think
it's a good film.
They had to make this a little more mainstream, so I think the greasy Hollywood hands got involved in it a little bit, because I can't see a guy that directed this is such a fan of the horror genre slacking at the end, because he was basically on point the whole movie.
The ending was like one of the most fucking predictable things that I've ever seen in my entire life. But the movie, I did enjoy it, but I hated that people were saying that. They were like, well, this is a different look at zombie. It's not a different look at zombie films. I mean, Shaun of the Dead did it like 3 years ago. And Shaun of the Dead isn't a different look. There's Return of the Living Dead did it, even Return of the Living Dead Part 2. I mean, it didn't do it well, but it did it. It did the horror comedy genre. But I would say it's good. A zombie film, neither. I would say I would give it a. I was going to give it a 7.8, but you gave it a 6, so I'm going to have to give it 5.5. I don't know.
Good.
We're going to recap on what just happened, if you might have heard that. Are you my boyfriend?
Yes, so,
we got to see the trash face along with it.
It's, oh my god, look at that fog. Check out that fog. Oh my gosh, I don't know if you can see that, but it is, you can't see anything.
I know.
So anyway, yeah, getting back. We were just walking along here, and I was filming John, you know, saying his review or whatever, and some trash girl just stumbles across the street, dodging cars, and just comes up to John and me and says, "Are you Alexis's boyfriend?" And then she just stands there, like, in the middle of us.
And I didn't know what to say. Yeah. I'm just like, I don't know.
I didn't know. I'm just like, because me and John both thought we knew her. We didn't know her.
To be honest, I was trying to check her out because at first I'm like, hello, and then I'm just like, and she's like, I'm sorry, I thought I knew.
She was like, I didn't know who. Oh, I thought it was somebody else. It just like, so I don't even.
But it was like a delayed response. Yeah. She was so fucking trash.
Yeah, she just completely walked across the street. It like literally.
Well, that's right.
Like in the us.
I saw her walking the street. And I was like, maybe she knows us. And then I'm like, and then she got up, and I'm just like, I know she is, but I don't know her like that.
I mean, I shut the camera off because like I thought something was going down. I didn't know what was happening.
Well,
before asking the question, she literally was right here between us. She was. She just walked.
Like she stopped. Like I was waiting for her to start hanging out with us. Like I'm waiting for her review on Zombieland.
I thought she wanted to give her input on Zombie.
That's what we ran into, guys. Santino.
It looks like
and Alex.
It looks like it's gonna like pop over like. I'm sick.
This is FBI's most wanted pedophile right there. Get him out of my house! No!
No! Let's introduce Adam officially. This is Adam, aka Ace.
Jersey Justin.
Yeah, Jersey Justin.
Tell him down. He was at the beach trying to get to the house. He made it to the Philadelphia Zoo. He's an idiot.
I tried to get to the city. I ended up past the city.
Right.
They said Justin.
So after 5 hours, he made it.
They said Justin. What's Justin doing back there?
I gotta ask myself, is that Justin? Is that Justin back there? What's Justin doing back there? Probably fucking trash your lights. You want me to come trash your fucking lights?
I was looking at the
I was looking at the lights. Oh God! Well, how was it?
We had enough of the camera. The camera's freaking us out now.
That's great. That's just
giant.
Alright, listen.
Alex, what was your idea for the hotel?
Wait, first of all, explain what this is. It was my idea to go to hotel. I want that thing in a fucking bag that you can see through. I'm going underwater with the Adam cam.
And then he said put it in a Ziploc.
Hold on, he wants it in a Ziploc bag.
It's in a giant Ziploc
like he puts his chronic in, he wants to put the camera in the Ziploc bag. And this fucking moron, here his brilliant idea.
My brilliant idea, you get a boogie board, you put it on there,
boogie board.
And when you're in the pool, and then whoever's near it just gives it a little push.
Yeah, gives it a push.
So then it falls off.
And then it floats around like a person. Is completely fucked.
It's like they're there.
And that's why he doesn't have a camera.
Geniuses never run out of good ideas.
Look.
Nah, this is not making a cut.
Oh my god.
This whole video is a waste.